But so anyway, that added to my insecurity because my parents, being much older, didn't really participate in any of the school activities. Never sila umapak sa school ko. And I was surrounded by Americans, and so I was so insecure. That's why I kept to myself. And I discovered very early on that I could draw. So what happened was I was like the class artist. Parati lang ako nasa art room nagtatago, nagdo-drawing. Wala akong kaibigan. Pagdating ng recess, hindi ako pumupunta ng kantin kasi ayoko mahalata na wala akong kaibigan. So nagtatago
Oh.
lang ako sa art room madalas at gumagawa ng art ko. And then for most of my youth, that was how it was. And then when I got to high school, I said, enough. I got to do something, get out of my shell. Ang nangyari, I started to join all these extracurricular activities in school. I was not athletic, but I forced myself to do track and field. Um, I wasn't Chinese, but I forced myself to be part of the Chinese club, the
What?
Filipino club.
Pwede pala yun.
I was into kung fu at that time, so I was so fascinated with kung fu. I went into the Chinese club, the Filipino club. I joined the choir, and then one day, one of my teachers, her name was Ruth Butler, went up to me and she says, "I'm doing a musical. Can you audition?" So I auditioned. I didn't know what that was. I got the part. I got the part of the contrabida. The show is called Oklahoma. And nung nasalang na kami sa teatro, sa Miracle Theater, I remember this. I was probably 15. I walked on that stage and it felt like fish in water. I don't know what happened. Parang, wow, this is easy to do. I belong on this stage. Parang, ano lang siya, nag-light lang ng fuse na all of a sudden, this I can do.
Oh,
And
wow.
I tell you, overnight, okay, I was probably like the most unpopular kid in school. The next day, when I went back to school, our first class is called homeroom. So I was in my homeroom class where you just pretty much hang out, right? All of a sudden, all of these people who I never talked to me before, never gave me time of day, came to my table and said, "Oh my God, Audie, you're so good, blah 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 blah." So from the most unpopular kid in school,
You became the popular kid.
Wow.
The cool
doon
kid.
ko na-realize na, oh, so this is really what I'm gifted to do. And alam nyo, I was not good in school academically. I was not also very athletic. But when I discovered that I could do something well, nahawa na lahat ng gawain ko sa school. My grades shot up. I started doing more sports. Um, it just, it just boosts your confidence as a young person when people
True.
tell you, affirm you na magaling ka. Magaling
Mhm.
ka sa isang gawain.
Mhm.
So yeah, I became drama club president, and then when I graduated out of IS, sabi ko subukan kong sarili ko. Mag-audition ako sa professional. And so I did, and I got into Repertory Philippines, which in those days was the leading theater company dito sa Pilipinas. Ang forte nila, English. Ang PETA kasi is
It's
Tagalog.
Tagalog,
Mhm.
yes.
Hindi ako marunong mag-Tagalog. So, nag-join ako sa English-speaking company, which was Repertory Philippines, founded by Zenaida Amador and Baby Barredo. And then dun, nag-soar na yung career ko. I got very, very active. I got a lot of great roles. I became like the golden boy of repertory for a long, long time. So that's how I started, accidentally. But then again, now when you look back and you talk about purpose and tadhana, I think God made each one of us with special abilities, and you will never be happy or fulfilled until such time you discover what you were gifted to do.